Tell us about the client and why their challenge was so compelling.
Sure thing. So the client is a leading restaurant technology company. They provide all-in-one RMT, which means restaurant management technology, to restaurants of all sizes, and they built a solid business over about 20 plus years. The transformation that we're going to be talking about today, it happened during a critical growth phase for the client. It demonstrates principles that we apply now across many of our partnerships. And this case actually became a blueprint for how we approach similar challenges in the e-commerce space.
Yeah, can you give us an overview of what this transformation achieved and why it's worth studying?
Yeah, the digital transformation strategy that Impact designed for this client demonstrates consistent principles that we see working across the industries that we serve. Over the course of this engagement, we took the client from a fairly disconnected, sort of incongruent set of software components to more of a holistic ecosystem, and it was mainly focused on that connected restaurant experience capable of increasing revenue while also maximizing guest experiences and satisfaction.
So what do you think make this transformation so critical? I guess what can other companies learn from the stakes involved?
Yeah, this client was in a position similar to many in the restaurant management industry, really dealing with the risk of obsolescence in its legacy hardware, its POS, which is point of sale hardware technology, and its software. And it's really, about the risk of loss of market share to some of the emerging players in what's really a very competitive space restaurant tech is. U.S. restaurant management technology, again, that RMT acronym that I'm using, it's really a large and fast-paced growth market. It's got rapidly shifting competitive dynamics, and it's really defined by sort of a highly fragmented set of players. I mean, essentially, this market is really up for grabs. So really, the consequences of inaction are exactly what we help companies avoid today. The underlying dynamics are pretty universal. I'd say, in fact, the market pressures that the client navigated, early have become sort of industry-wide challenges now, which is what really makes their approach and what we brought to the table really a proven roadmap for current transformations.
Yeah, so why don't you give us a summary of the approach you used and how it's evolved since then?
Yeah, the approach we've honed with our engagements with many clients across really all industries, it's really divided into three essential phases. The first phase is strategic planning. It's where we engage with the client and their top decision makers to set a vision for the future, really get them to set ambitious goals. And not only that, but identify measurable success targets. And then ultimately what it leads to is a strategic roadmap to communicate change and motivate the organization. The second phase is near-term implementation, which is really, where we identify the low-hanging fruit, things that can be deployed today to initiate change downstream. You could, really think of it as building the foundation for success for the future, those more ambitious endeavors which would come next. And then the third phase is really thinking long-term, not in really sort of two parts. One, what are things that we can do, ambitions that we can accomplish, objectives that we can achieve that are long range, that are blue sky? It's really that chance to enable ambitious change and accountability. This blue sky really serves organizations for years to come. And so we help them develop the necessary blueprint for success and then also measure that success.
I'm curious, in video games, cheat codes let you skip months of grinding to unlock special abilities instantly. Have you ever wished for something similar for your software challenges? What if there's a way to instantly access 20 plus years of specialized expertise instead of developing it all internally? What if you could solve in weeks what might otherwise take months or years? Would you agree that most organizations face a steep learning curve when implementing new software solutions? At my company Impact, we serve as that cheat code for companies looking to transform complex software into intuitive experiences that users love and that drive real business results. Would it be valuable to explore? And how might this work for your specific situation? Visit impact.io for a free strategy session focused on your unique challenges.